Hello everybody, welcome to Fruitful Trees, and there are certain people in your lives that really change your life, and I was growing some fruit trees in my yard here. I had a townhouse in West Palm Beach, Florida, and then I went to a local nursery and I met a man named Rob. And Rob, he was working there at the time. He taught me a lot about different fruit trees, which trees to grow, which trees not to grow. He actually gave me a list of a whole bunch of fruit trees, and he said check them off as you try them, and they're pretty amazing. Well, fast forward to now, many years later. Me and Rob have become good friends, and Rob has a nursery now, his own nursery now, and he has some amazing trees. And what I love about him is the knowledge he has, and he passed it on to his son Xain, and they have this amazing nursery called Xain's World. And they have great fruit trees that everyone should have in their yard, the common, well-known fruit trees. But with those, they have really good sizes of those. They have great deals on those. But they also have trees that are really hard to find, but do well here in South Florida. And I'm so blessed today to go to Wayne's World Nursery and meet up with Rob and Xain and see what they got in their nursery. If you are growing fruit trees, into tropical fruit, or just want to learn about fruit trees, I definitely recommend you go down to Xain's nursery. I'll put the address in the link below, and I'm so excited about today's video because I love this nursery, so here we go. That's it. I want to show you around and show you some other things that they have. This is definitely a nursery you want to check out. A lot of knowledge. Rob and Xain have so much information. They are part of my council when it comes to growing trees. They've always been, and they know a lot about growing trees, so I definitely recommend calling them up if you have questions about growing fruit trees. They're wonderful. So these are my May apples, which we're going to check out today. But before we do that, and we're going to meet Rob and Xain, I just want to show you a couple of things as I was walking around the nursery that I saw here before we go do the tasting, because this is pretty cool. A lot of you always ask me certain things about where to find certain things, and certain things that are a little popular, or certain things I recommend that aren't always easy to find. Now, the best tree in my yard, if I could only keep one tree, the best tasting tree in my yard so far from my experience in growing my food, and this isn't for everyone, it's just for me, has been the China jackfruit / Champadoc, because it's not a true Champadoc, but it's like a combination between jackfruit and Champadoc, but it's been China. Here at Xain's, they have a bunch of different jackfruits. I think they have 10 different varieties, so that's really cool. But one of the varieties that they do have that's hard to find is the China or Chine, however somebody wants to pronounce it. That is definitely a variety I recommend. So they have a bunch of them here. So if you're looking for a China jackfruit tree, which I highly recommend, as a matter of fact, I'm about to take down a jackfruit tree in my yard and graft on top of it if I can. If not, I might replace it with another China because I love that much. But they have them here. They have about 10 of them here in stock, so I definitely wanted to make sure I'm letting you know, because that's what I do. I inform everybody of these things. But the other cool thing here is they're in 3 gallons right now. As you can see, these are 3 gallons. And these, they already have them at a great price. A 3-gallon tree for $55 of a China jackfruit. But these should be in like 7 gallons because they are that big for jackfruit trees today. These are grafted jackfruit trees. They should be in, first of all, $55 for 3 gallons is a great price, but they should be in an even bigger one, but just wonderful. They have a bunch of not easy to find avocados here, but this is really cool, the jackfruit, China jackfruit. I definitely recommend everyone get that. Now, when it comes to mangoes, they have a lot of mangoes here. They also have exotic fruit stuff that I'll put a link to the video I did last time that a lot of people don't know about, and they probably are the leading nursery when it comes to exotics in terms of things that people don't know about but should. They have a whole area. I'll briefly show you that, but if you want to see more in depth, look at the video that I did here last time. But when I was looking at the different types of mangoes that they had, because I always like to see the different varieties of mangoes, there's one mango, it's called a sugarloaf. And sugarloaf is not easy to find because it sells out wherever it goes. It's an excellent variety. It's one of the trees I have 2 of. Of all the trees that I actually have 2 of the sugarloaf, and they have a bunch of sugarloaf for sale. So if you're looking for a sugarloaf mango tree, the link's below. Contact Xain's World to get the sugarloaf. So they also have another thing is what I love, and you know I love this by looking at my channel. I'm not just saying this, it's what I plant. They have Kamito, which is also called star apple. Now I travel down to Laura Farms all the time to taste them and to get them, and they're wonderful. But they actually have some of the same ones that Laura Farm has here. Where are those? I just passed them. Oh, here they go. Here's one of them. These are wonderful. So they have Kamito star apples. They have a lot of different grafted varieties, not just the purple. They have a big purple. They have green ones. So that's really cool too if you're looking for that. It's important for you to make who has what available. And now with the excitement of growing in pots, you can get all these. As a matter of fact, I might get a banana crush jackfruit here today, or banana crunch, and try to grow it in a pot and see what happens. I don't have any room for anything else in the ground, and I'm not putting anything else in the ground. But here's their mango selection, and this is really important to talk about too. We still got that tasting available. Before we even get there, look at this. So those of you that are growing mangoes know that the mango trees that are available now, they're so short and they're not like they used to be, but here it's different. This here it's a 3-gallon mango. This one here happens, this was actually a sugarloaf of all of them. This, normally, if you see a tree this size, it's in a 7-gallon pot. And this is in a 3-gallon pot. They must upgrade this soon. I don't know what their plan is, but this is a 7-gallon tree in a 3-gallon pot, sugarloaf, hard to find. If I'm growing mangoes, if I'm just starting a yard, this is the mango I want, and I'm gonna come here and grab this immediately because this isn't gonna last long. Sugarloaf, 7-gallon in a 3-gallon pot. That means you're getting the 3-gallon pot size. I don't know how long they're gonna stay in that pot, but they might have bigger sugarloaf trees as well. But their mangoes, it's crazy how big their mangoes are in these pots, in these smaller pots. This is how it used to be in the old days when you went to get a mango. And look, here's another sugarloaf. So they have a good amount of sugarloaves. But this is how it used to be in the old days when you would go grab, when you wanted to get a mango tree, they were this big. But you can't find that anymore. So they have the Kathy and so many mangoes. This place is loaded. And they're actually expanding. They're expanding, so that's really cool. So then they have a whole bunch of stuff that is hard to find at other places. Let me ask them if they have any jujubes here, because I did buy jujubes from them in the past. So that's really cool. And then in this area is their like super exotic stuff. So they have really exotic stuff. They also have a fruit called, what's that fruit over there you have? The meringue? What? Meringue, you said?
Meringue.
Meringue. It's a meringue.
Artocarpus odentissima.
Yeah, this is Xain. He's the owner here. Tell the people about the meringue fruit.
So it's an artocarpus, so it's like breadfruit. It's a little bit more cold hardy than breadfruit. It still needs a little bit of protection, but they're supposed to smell like a durian, but they're supposed to taste like marshmallow caramel.
Yeah. Now, can you grow them here?
So you can, like where you are, it's even easier to grow them. Out here, it's a little, these have survived winter outside in West Palm Beach. So they're able to survive. They do take a little bit of damage, but they're way easier than breadfruit.
Do you know how cold it needs to get for them?
I'd say I think it's below like 40 to 45 that they like start like really looking bad.
You said they're a little easier to grow than breadfruit?
Yeah. Breadfruit, it's like 50 to 55.
How big's the fruit on there? They're that big.
And it's like, and when you break it open, it looks like a jackfruit, but white.
Does the tree get really big?
Yeah, it gets like jackfruit size.
Now, is it like 55 pounds? So
no, they're only about maybe a 10-pound fruit.
Okay, now could you grow it in a pot? Is that possible?
So, because they're just seedlings, like even seedling jackfruits, they're pretty hard to grow in pots just because of the size that they need to get. So I wouldn't really recommend growing them in a pot, but you can.
Okay, but the seedlings are harder to grow in the pots than the grafted,
because
is what you're saying?
They get bigger. They want to get super big.
Is that for all fruits?
Not all fruits. Like there are fruits that you can grow in pots from seeds.
Okay.
Fine, but
so you don't have any grafted of those. You have seedlings.
I think we're probably the only nursery in Florida that even has those available.
What size do you have?
3s, 7s, and 15s.
How much does a 3 go for?
3 gallons are $100. 7s are 150 and 15s are 250.
Okay, Meringue, I'm going to put it below the name of that. And you also have some other things that are hard to find at other nurseries here, right?
Yeah. So, like, I actually just brought some stuff out to show. I brought some.
I know this area you have a bunch of stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah. So we got like some citrus, some like different little things. So we got like yuzus, finger limes. Yuzu's the citrus, the lemon that they use to make ponzu sauce.
Cool.
So we don't highly recommend citrus. Like, we don't grow oranges and we don't grow like grapefruits just because it's too easy to get them in the stores. So it's not worthwhile growing.
Great, yeah. So show us we're gonna taste. What are we tasting it today?
Well, let me show you a couple plants. So we actually have durians available.
Durians, wow.
$30 each, 1 gallons.
Wow.
So
seedlings, obviously.
These you don't see very often.
Now durians won't grow here, will they?
No, they won't. But people still want to grow them.
Okay.
So like, it's not a plant that I recommend you grow because you're gonna want to get fruit. It's very low chance that you're ever gonna get fruit off it because they start dying below like 60 degrees.
So the tree will grow, you just won't get fruit.
No.
Okay.
The tree won't grow either because
the tree won't grow
the tree will
okay.
die below like 60 degrees. So you got to bring it in on cold nights. But lots of people are willing to put the work in just to have the tree.
That just shows everybody how amazing this place is, that they're willing to even have these available for you if you're interested in doing that. This great place is wonderful.
Oh yeah, we got a Fiji dwarf coconut over here.
Wow, this is really hard to find, Fiji dwarf coconuts. Is that just one or you got a good amount of
We
those?
have one, but we can get more.
Okay. How
So,
much do those go for?
$175.
Okay, that's a great price because those are super hard to find, and you know, if you have the space, that's important. I'm not getting that because I don't want people to come by my house and take those, but if I had the land, I would definitely, that's the type of coconut I would get.
I mean, normally you don't see them in small sizes like that. Most people like to grow them up big.
And
so they
sell
can
them for a lot of money.
ton of money.
Yeah.
Very good to see, grape.
Yeah, you have a lot of variegated stuff here.
Look at the pink that comes in on that.
Yeah.
So we got Maria Black avocados in 7 gallons.
Maria Black in 7 gallons. There it is. All right, this nursery is amazing. How many of those do you have?
We have
Pius?
2.
Okay, come on out here and get. That's a great avocado, everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately, Maria Blacks are small in a 7-gallon compared to our 3 gallons that are big in 3 gallons of other varieties.
Yeah, but they're
The Maria
dwarf
Blacks are
trees,
just,
right?
Yeah, they're just they're not easy to get.
Yeah.
There's a 15-gallon meringue.
There's the meringue.
Their leaves are really textury.
Plymux.
We have big Plymouth.
Now, that's a good question. Is Quimux, I've been meaning to ask somebody, and you'd be perfect to ask, do you need 2 trees for these? Oh, no.
So we have 2 giant trees, and our big one actually just set a bunch of fruits this year. I think I counted like 30 or 40 fruits on it.
You don't have any to taste, do you?
Not yet.
They're still green.
Okay.
2 months you come back and you can taste
it. Okay. Very good. What else you got here?
Big 7-gallon sapodillas
We pretty much have all of the sapodilla varieties you can get.
right now. And we're working on a bunch more that are more obscure ones. Canistels, meringues, mango plum.
What's a mukprang? Oh,
It's a little fruit like this big. It's called a mango plum. They have a purple seed. They're mango relative, and I forget what they taste like, but I don't know if I actually ever tried. I know he has. What do they taste like?
I mean, they're just kind of mangoey, but you can eat the seed. It's the one with the purple seed inside of it, and you can eat the seed even, and the skin. We have some big butterscotch back there.
Oh yeah,
butterscotch. Wow, they got
More
butterscotch.
We have some small ones too.
Butterscotch sapodilla.
Mangoes. Oh, cashews. The cashew flowering. Maybe I'll set some fruit.
Flowering cashew.
We have the giant June plum back there. If you're looking for the kind of the big giant tree that gets the bigger fruit.
Wow.
And then we have the dwarfs.
And what about you have the thornless tie of those apples, jujubes? Yes.
Yes, we have.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we don't.
have 3 gallons?
No, we're out of 3 gallons, but we should have some soon. And I think we got a 15 left,
15.
And maybe 1/7.
which is at the back of this row. But right now we're reorganizing.
These are all different sapodillas here that are all good size. For 3 gallons.
Wow, amazing.
I mean, this is
Yeah, that's 15
That's 3 gallon.
That's a 15 gallon in a 3 gallon pot.
I mean, we basically have all the different varieties: Silas Wood, Marina, Maycock, Molix, Tikal, Hacia,
Alano.
Butterscotch, Alano.
star fruits. We got some super dwarf Cavendish bananas. These only get like this tall
Oh, wow.
before they fruit.
Tell me, guys, what was your favorite mango this year? I know each year they taste a little different.
Lemon zest and Mahachnak are two of my favorites.
Okay, what about you?
I am not a mango snob, and I can never. It's Sophie's choice to me. I mean, they're all good.
Okay.
And I even like mangoes that aren't that great sometimes. I just judge it differently, you know.
I've become a mango snob.
Santol.
Okay.
We got some big.
Oh, they got
7.
Santol, another.
We got
fruit.
big 3 gallons, 7 gallons, and 15.
When is that in
gallons.
season?
The fruit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When Santol fruit. I mean, not really many people grow them here, so.
But they grow here fine.
Yeah. The trees grow fine.
It's not
They
really
just,
something.
they take, I know that from seed they do take quite a while.
Now, the Mame apple that we just had, they grow here fine, you were saying?
Oh, yeah.
Not a problem at all.
Okay, not a problem.
We also got
Cold hardy, not an
And
issue?
never even a leaf drop.
Okay, and you don't need, is it better to have 2 or not necessarily?
You get twice as many fruit.
I mean, but in terms of...
I don't know. I mean, I like the Palm Beach is completely isolated, and it fruits crazy.
But the other one will definitely self-pollinate.
Yes.
Okay.
We got some giant 15-gallon Gramachama cherries. And these we have at $175. And they just have already all fruited. And I think there's maybe 8 of them there. So
And
we
look
got
at that big soursop on the back.
well, those are
Wow.
nice.
Yeah, they got grafted soursop here, which is really hard
Those
to
are-
find grafted
Those ones are seedlings,
But we
but
do
we
good.
have grafted Miami
Miami's Homestead
and
Prolific.
Homestead, and they're very large in 3 gallons.
Wow. Wow.
I think you have a couple of 7 gallons, don't you still?
Yeah, I got a
Or
7.
you sell all those?
I put up front. Yeah, I got 7-gallon Miami's.
This
They're about-
place is great.
That's
This
And we
place
have
is...
air-layered sweet tamarinds.
Oh yeah.
Sweet tamarinds, air-layered. Wow.
And these
Abby's.
are the 3-gallon Santols.
Wow. Wow. 3 gallons.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look how big they are. And you said you had Abiu?
Abby was down here.
Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Hypolito, Chimitos.
Yeah, he has
Giant
those.
purple one.
And a
Here's
giant-
those,
and a giant
star
purple.
apples. They have a Hypolito. Look how big they are.
The giant purple is like this big.
So that's
this
again,
is
how
the-
big? How big are they?
It's about that big. It's a massive one. And then we've got the variegated wax jambus, rose apples, and the dwarf June plums.
And you got the number 10.
This is the number 10, the red one.
That's the one you want.
It's got the nice like rocket shape.
That's the one
It's
you
a little
want.
sweeter. You know, if you bag it, you won't get the bugs as much. Generally, if you eat, when I eat that one, because it's got a little dome on the top, instead of biting right into it like an apple, you don't dig deep into it. You sort of eat the skin and the surface, and then you eat the top area. Because as you get more towards the seed, that's where the bugs tend to be.
Yeah, wow. Here's the Abius. They got a bunch. They're looking nice. A lot of the ones I see are tall and lanky, but these look really nice.
Different. We've got red.
Are those Abius seedlings or
They're all seedlings. Yeah, nobody really has the. Some nice guavas. These are all big air layered guavas with fruits on them.
Wow.
Nice size mames.
What kind of mame you have?
Mostly Magana and Pantene, but we do have
7-gallon
we do have
paste.
Pace and 7.
A
Nice.
15-gallon. I think it's Viejo.
Look at that. That's a Valencia Pride
No.
mango. No, it's
No.
not. Oh, it says VP.
Yeah, I know.
It's an advanced gold pie.
That's the
Okay.
graph of soursop.
That's that. See, there's an H on it too. That's the
Homestead.
Homestead Prolific soursop
Wow.
drafted.
Grafted soursop. Look at that. And you got a bunch of these, and you got the Miami
Miami.
soursop as well.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
And then
All
these
right.
are all.
And then these are the air layered sweet tamarinds.
Oh, we do have a Geffner. No, that's sorry, that's grafted.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just the
The one that
one we didn't know what the type was, but we've got some Lisas and
there should be a
some.
prolific in there.
What'd you say that was?
Air layered sweet tamarind.
Wow.
So these are already ready to start fruiting. And then Barbados cherries, coffee. Some really nice coffees for $25. Some of them
Wow.
already flowering, but all those sold very fast.
Wow.
Some dwarf Barbados cherries.
They're like bonsai trees.
These fruit at this size.
Wow.
Look at this crazy one here. This is a mulberry. It's called the zigzag mulberry.
Zigzag.
It does produce fruit, but it's a kind of an ornamental tree too. It's got that wonky growth habit.
Wow, guys, that's all I could say is this place is amazing. And yeah, this place is amazing. Thank you, great job. And I'll put a link to the last time I was here and what they had. It was a different season. And a lot of what I've learned was from Rob. I used to go to see him and ask him about all these different fruit trees. He sold me a lot of my fruit trees, and really good stuff. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh, did you talk about the breadfruit, Xain?
Breadfruit. I know people are looking for breadfruit.
Yeah,
it's not easy to find.
Loxahatchee, but for people that are closer to where you live, near the beach and stuff like that, these grow fine out there.
Yep. Breadfruit trees. They're just amazing. This place. All right, everybody. I told you that was amazing. They got amazing deals. Amazing deals. If you're looking to start a food forest or grow trees, that's the place you want to go. They don't only have fruit trees. They have all those other exotic plants. A great place. And I did a video the other day about my mayapple, which is an amazing fruit. If you go there, they might still have some to taste, but they definitely have the tree as well for sale. So not only are you buying a tree, but you get to taste food for free there. They have a whole bunch of variety of mangoes. If you go during mango season, you get to taste many of those different varieties. They have tastings there. They hold events there. Great nursery, great people, great place. Xain's World. Address is below. Thank you, Rob and Xain. Until then, everybody, have a great day and keep growing.